Hello everyone, my name is Ben Ikari. I am an Ogoni and I speak as an expert on Ken Saro-Wiwa, the modern day father of the Ogoni struggle for economic, social, political and environmental justice in Nigeria. Recently, there was and there is still serious confusion in Ogoni and Nigeria in general. This confusion is as a result of the declaration for political autonomy by Goodluck Digbo, an associate of Ken Saro-Wiwa. Now, as the Bill of Rights states, political autonomy is a just demand that the Ogoni people make upon the Nigerian Republic. What Ogonis are seeking or have sought is consistent with the political culture of Nigeria, where states are created, and of course, the 36 states of Nigeria, more than 90%, are created on ethnic basis. And so, haven't waited for so many years, haven't submitted the Ogoni Bill of Rights for about 22 years today. From 1990, the federal government of Nigeria has refused to make any comment, to even respond in any way, not even by way of development. Instead, what we continue to have as Ogoni people is more oppression. The government have made attempts to force into the Ogoni oil field because, of course, Ogoni is very rich in oil and gas. That's why shale is there. That's why shale has been using the heads of the people in Nigeria, especially people from the so-called majority ethnic group, which is the Hausa, Fulani, the Yorubas, and the Igbos, to go against the Ogoni people, especially their aspiration for political autonomy, which will permit the Ogoni people the right to control their own affairs, control their own resources, and pay taxes to the federal government of Nigeria, just as it is in America, where, for instance, Texas is a state in America. In short, it is an autonomous state, or call it a mini semi-autonomous state, because the American federal government do not dictate to the Texans or the Texas government what to do, even though they work in collaboration as well. And the federal government also aid the Texas government when the need arises. Same thing applies in Nigeria, where these states are created for Nigerians, though they are mostly created on ethnic basis. And so Ogonis haven't fed Nigeria fat and shell from our oil money for these many years, more than 35 years, without getting anything back but debt and environmental degradation. Goodluck Digbo decided to declare political autonomy for the Ogoni people. And this happened on August 2, 2012. To this day, Nigeria is still confused because, for the most part, most Nigerians and the Rivers State government believe that the Ogoni people seeking political autonomy means seeking independence from Nigeria. And that's not true. Political autonomy, or by autonomy, we mean simply that an individual, a group, a region, even a state within a federation such as Nigeria, or even a national government, the Nigerian government for instance, has the opportunity, the right to control their own affairs without undue interference. This demand the Ogoni people made and have declared is consistent not only with the Nigerian political culture I've said earlier, but also consistent with international law, especially that which deals with self-determination and the protection of indigenous people's rights, which of course Ogoni is one of them. Therefore, Ogoni people have not made any attempt to secede from Nigeria. I don't know where the media and illegal Governor Amechi got that information from. The document of declaration is clear. It is consistent with the Ogoni Bill of Rights. And the Bill of Rights states that the Ogoni people seek the right to control their own affairs and to show that we are not going away from Nigeria and we are within Nigeria, within the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The Bill of Rights demands adequate representation as of right in all Nigerian national institutions. People seeking such or demanding such within the context of Nigeria cannot at the same time be leaving Nigeria or seeking independence or secession bid. So the accusation that leads to what Amechi is claiming, that Goodluck has committed treasonable felony, is unfounded. It's totally untrue. So I am calling on the Nigerian government and people to support the political autonomy so declared by the Ogoni people. I am calling on the River State government especially to stop harassing Ogoni. Amechi should stop threatening Ogoni, planning how he will chase Ogoni people to the bush, as the case in 1993, where the Ogoni people were invaded and forced to the bush. More than 4,000 people were killed in cold blood. And in 1995, Ken Saro-Wiwa, the father of the Ogoni struggle, was murdered by hanging alongside 8 others who to this day remain innocent of the false charges that were preferred or leveled against them. Finally, I want to make it clear again that Ogoni people are not declaring and have not declared independent for themselves. Ogoni people are not seceding from Nigeria. Ogoni people have declared what is rightfully theirs. The ethnic groups in Nigeria have political autonomy, or you call it mini autonomy as the case may be. So we are not demanding anything that is extraneous. We have the right to our self-determination, to control our affairs, and that's simply what we are doing. We have waited for Nigeria for more than 50 years, and the Nigerian government have refused to heed to our demand. Instead, have continued to oppress us. Therefore, I call on the Nigerian government to support this autonomy of the Ogoni people. I also call on the media, the Nigerian media especially, to stop these lies of independence declaration, because that's not what Digbo declared. The document is there, it's open. I also call on the international community to keep an eye on the Ogoni people. Ogoni people are, of course, a small group of people in Nigeria. We are weak people. Although we have the intellect, to handle our affairs. We are very rich in oil and gas and other minerals. And so the international community should keep a watchful eye on Ogoni, because Nigeria is a dangerous country, of course. We're not sure what the government is planning at the moment. And so we need the support of the international community, because the right or the provisions under which the Ogoni people have declared this autonomy is within the context of international law. United Nations conventions protect and guarantee these rights. Right to self-determination. So, I call on the Nigerian people as well, people of goodwill, to do right by the Ogoni people and stop threatening Ogoni people henceforth. Thank you very much. Dear President Barack Obama, this message is for you. With all due respect, Mr. President, you happen to have been my hope and the hope of the world. I saw that you gave your all. I saw that you've been on the other side of the coin. But with what's happening now at the United States Supreme Court, I am forced to withdraw my support from you. To be very candid, I'm not voting for you this November. And I have asked all of my friends to do the same. Simple reason. In February of this year, before the U.S. Supreme Court, your legal team came with a brief supporting the plaintiffs of the Kyobel case against Shell Oil, a company, a deadly company, an environmentally racist company, a terrorist company which killed thousands of the Ogoni people in collaboration with the Nigerian government, a company which has a record that goes across the border showing how deadly, how dangerous it is. And so, due to corporate influence, you and your administration have decided to change, to shift your position, even going against the tradition of America in terms of the provisions of the Alien Tort Statutes, otherwise known as ATS. And so you are giving your support to the oil company. Therefore, despite the work that I've put in to help your election in 2008, and even the work I did with other volunteers to help pass most of your bills, your policies, especially the healthcare bill, which I signed with you like many other volunteers. I am withdrawing my support, like I said earlier. I am not going to vote for you this year, although you might defeat Mitt Romney. We would not mortgage our conscience for a victory that will only stand, or mostly stand, to defend and protect further corporations that violate human rights. This is an unfortunate situation, but I got to deal with it this way, Mr. President. Again, my support has been withdrawn from you for supporting Shell Oil against innocent Ogoni people who were murdered by Shell alongside the Nigerian government. This is a bad day for the world because you have allowed corporations to influence you. Thank you very much.